Good morning, everybody. I just realized that it is not working. Give me a moment. Why is it not working? There we go. I'm restarting Tits in the background to make sure it's working as well. So you're gonna see something flash across the screen. Because for some reason it did not want to work normally. What a wonderful start to the day. It's one of those types of mornings. There it is. Now it's fixed. Had to do a quick restart on that. Sometimes it just ends up being that way. Of course, today I am excited to get into some of this because I just want to do a more chill stream today, really. I have not been getting the same amount of sleep as I probably should, but meh. I know the plan today is just have fun, mainly. I know Mega Star Me was around during April Fool's Day as well as just Synth. So I think some of the new stuff, at least some of, if not all of them, stuff from ZA should be in here now. So that's a plus. If not, it just means they're middle of working on it still, but I know I'm excited for it because I know we can still get Mega Blaziken and Banette, which will be useful. We just need the Mega Stone for it. Oh yeah, Team Aqua. Woo! Sorry about that. But yeah, since last time, I haven't really played. I wish I could... I don't remember how I can see, I'm gonna double check Flygon's passive. Because I know we're immune to ground. And if I remember correctly, our passive is adaptability. But I'm not 100% on that. Okay, yeah, it is. I'm like double checking because I'm just like, you know, I should probably check just to make sure I'm not going insane here. Because you never know. Okay, because if it's adaptability, then Dragon Claw should do enough. Since we've been kind of going for more a physical Flygon. Though it's good to have some of these immunities that we have. I don't think Reversal's worth it on Blaziken. I do want to try and get its Mega, though, because Mega Blaziken gets Speed Boost. Bayonet, I believe, gets Prankster, if I remember correctly, so that one's going to be really worth it to get. It survived on 1 HP. Only me. Only my type of luck, it feels like. Well, I can crunch it at least. But, like, that is my type of luck in a nutshell. Uproar, It's only partially implemented. Ooh, Foul Play on Kecleon. With only 94 attack. I'm gonna get rid of Psybeam here for it. Because Foul Play does more the more attack something has, so against something like Eternatus, which can raise its attack stat, that's gonna do a lot. Crawdon, I think I'm just gonna keep Knockoff and Ceaseless Edge. Just because the ability to disable should be pretty nice. This should do a lot with Stab and Adaptability. And then we can finish it off with the Dragon Claw. We'll need to heal up Flygon, but at least we're not too far behind. I also like how they use the Oraz music for it because, let's be honest, the Oraz music, way better. They improved all of the themes in Oraz. In my personal opinion, I think they were the best additions. We're also gonna have to fight an admin on this floor, so... do I want to switch? I mean, it's only 5 points stronger with less PP. I don't think it's worth it. But I do want to make Banette better eventually. Double battle. Lantern and Linoon. So, 1,000 arrows, and I can Foul Play, and that should do a good chunk. Yeah, Lantern, super effective. Linoon, wow. I almost never use Kecleon, so it's kind of nice being able to use it. Just personally. Because Kecleon's one of those things where it's like, I've seen how scary it can be. Okay, yeah, we're more of a physical attacker, so Phantom Force would definitely be worth it over Nightshade. But I definitely want to get rid of, like, Storm Throw eventually, I think. I'll probably switch it out for, if I'm to switch it out, I'll probably end up switching it out for, like, just status move. Okay. And Pelipper is just a bulky Mon, and Kecleon just doesn't deal a lot of damage. Kecleon would benefit more from having, like, move like Nightshade compared to, like, Banette right now. I'm gonna take the extra money. Machoke. That actually just reminds me that I need to, finish Machoke's house in Pocopia, because Machoke still lives in grass. I've been building, like, homes for each of the Pokemon slowly. It's been one of those things I've just been working on in the background. Okay. I Only Blaziken gets it. I'm gonna get the Citrus Berry to Flygon. Okay, we gotta deal with Matt. This one shouldn't be too bad. Okay, Intimidate is a problem. Let's bring out Blaziken. He switches into Azumarill. It's gonna want to go for a Water type move. So that'll give us a free switch into Crawdon, who I can Shell Sidearm with. Yeah, it's gonna go for Play Rough, which hurts like hell, but Shell Sidearm is super effective. We just gotta play this really carefully. Sharpedo, we don't really have anything good for. It's probably gonna go for pretty strong move. Who would have the best chance? I'd say Mightyena. Okay, and we resist the Night Slash, so I can close combat. Take out Sharpedo. Defense falls, special defense falls, and I take rough skin damage. Okay. Toxicroak is probably going to go for a fighting move, so let's switch into Banette. And I'll Phantom Force. This is gonna hurt. Oh, Fire Fang. Well, I can Storm Throw then. Ouch. Okay. Crabhammer. Fun fact, did you know it was so in this it doesn't show what it is now, but Crabhammer got buffed in Champions to 95 accuracy. So I really do hope they add the Pokemon Champion buffs too to this, because holy crap did Champions buff a lot of moves and nerf a lot of moves. Yes, raise your attack stat. Do it. Okay. I get a free switch into Flygon, who can easily Dragon Claw. Yeah, that defense raise does not help. Thankfully, it doesn't raise its speed. Melodic. Oh, wow. One Dragon Claw did a lot. Anticipation. Well, this is gonna nearly kill. If it was a ground type move, it would have insta-killed, but... Okay. Flare Blitz? No. I'm not taking a risk with someone like Blaziken just because it's like... Blaziken just does not have the frickin' health for it. If it was Emboar, per se, then I would debate it. Because Emboar has some great HP in bulk. That's why I personally think of all the, like, Legends EA starters, the one that, like, really got hit the hardest by the battle style was Feraligatr, because Meganium and Emboar at least can last pretty long because of their, like, moves, abilities to just tank hits from their HP and defense stats comparatively to the others. It's like Feraligatr just didn't have that same amount. That's why like Pokemon like Greninja just did not do as good as they could in other situations. Staraptor. 1,000 arrows. God, I love Mega Staraptor. It looks so dang cool. I can't wait to use it in this one day. Okay, Pokemon battle with Backpackers. I don't remember what our gym leader, like, type set looks like, so I can't really say for sure, like, whether or not I'm gonna prefer to heal or not after this. But I think I should be fine. Well, that was easy. Ooh, leftovers. I feel like the two that benefit the most are Crawdon and Flygon from this. So I'm gonna give it to Flygon for now. But it depends on the future, because Crawdon can definitely, like, benefit from leftovers. I'm weakening its defenses, at least, so that I can just get a really powerful Dragon Claw off. And shunk. There goes Fearow. And all my Pokemon are now at that level that we need. Oh, the volcano's gonna be so much different. Okay, I'm gonna want Crawdon as my secondary in this. 1,000 arrows, and we will Ceaseless Edge if there's anyone left. Because 1,000 arrows is just so powerful with adaptability. I do want to get a shiny Flygon one of these days. Because I don't actually have a shiny Flygon. Or, like, anyone in its line. So it's something I've been meaning to do. Because I actually really enjoy it. Ooh, tools and supplies. Now we can give Crawdon adaptability. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to... I mean, Blaziken is not gonna take Crabhammer as well, but... also may make target flinch, or... Oh my god, the Quick Claws. I forgot about the Quick Claws. Because Mightyena ain't surviving. I know that for sure. Because adaptability is insane. Oh my god. I need to go for as much damage as I can here. Oh my god, Banette. Banette the GOAT. I need to at least revive my 2 shinies so I can get the extra luck. Banette deserves a rest after this. Holy crap. Yeah, even though that's not adaptability boosted, the Ceaseless Edge is. Can put some spikes on. That's annoying. I was trying to fix my mic placement so I could actually see a little better in it, and I needed to unwind it a bit. Special attack up. I'm gonna revive these two. None of them are really special attackers. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a potion for Crawdaunt here. And I'll put Flygon out because Flygon's just better here. Crabhammer, 1,000 arrows. I know if we get any wide lens, we're going to want to put it on Crawdaunt just because the wide lens are good. I do not need Endeavor with Crawdaunt. Because now that we have Crawdaunt with its hidden ability, Crawdaunt adaptability is so underratedly powerful. It's insane. Like, I really found a love for Crawdaunt in, like, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Because I never used it in my original playthrough team. I only used it in a just later challenge run. Like, because I was doing a water type only challenge run in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. And it really, like, woke me up to how good Crawdaunt is even without adaptability for its hidden ability. But with its ability, it's just like even better than you could ever imagine. And I think that's kind of what really just like settled it for me in my brain, was like, holy crap. Because I love the absolute absurdity of some of this. Honestly, I think I'm going to keep my Flygon the same for now. I'm not 100% sure if we'll deal with a gym leader on this next one, but we might for this floor, so we'll just have to be ready. I'm going to give a Lumberry to Crawdaunt. Oh, a backpacker. Mammal Swine. Crabhammer. Honestly, the buff they gave to Crabhammer in Champions was so needed. I know they nerfed Astral Barrage by 10 points, and Blood Moon got nerfed to, I believe, 120 or like to 110, like 120 to 110 if I remember correctly. I'd have to double check. But it allows for certain Pokemon to just outright like live way longer than they normally could against it. So I see that as an overall win. I know one thing that's been popular on there has been Mega Hawlucha, because it gets entrainment, but which may not seem big, but because it turns its ability to no guard, it becomes really powerful. You know, I don't have a good freaking flame fire type move. I'm gonna need one. I need to heal up Crawdaunt. X defense. Crabhammer. 100% was worth it to get Crawdaunt. X special defense. Okay, so here's what I can do. I can knock off 1,000 arrows. Wow, Grumpig actually survived. Didn't survive. I would have expected it to survive. Then again, having 2 adaptability Pokemon really helped. Ooh, speed up. I feel like the one who needs it the most is Crawdaunt here. Ooh, Flannery. Let's get a Ceaseless Edge off. And then another one. They also did fix the bug where if you died to Rocky Helmet and Iron Barbs or Rough Skin, knockoff and Ceaseless Edge wouldn't work. They fixed that problem because of the whole, yeah. So that's a nice thing to see. That's annoying. But we have a Lumberry. Yeah, I believe we can get 3 total layers of spikes, but I don't think we're gonna need it. Flannery losing to Crawdaunt. There's the drought. At least the adaptability. Oh, that save from Eruption helps so much. Because adaptability helps at least mitigate the sun decrease. Okay, it's going to take itself out. It has 1 HP, basically. We'll send out Blaziken for this. Boom. We'll just zing zap our way through this to some extent. I probably should have taken Temper Flare thinking about it, because if I remember, that's a physical move, isn't it? Sludge Wave for Crawdaunt is not really worth it. I'll take the X defense. Wormadam and Cloyster. Okay, I'll do that and that. I found Wormadam is not as weak as I originally made it out to be. Like, in, like, the base Pokemon. Because they all definitely have their own unique, like, abilities and stuff. It's honestly kind of crazy looking at it now, knowing what I do now of, like, oh, these Pokemon are way better than I originally thought. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll take a potion. Okay, here's what I'm gonna have to do. Thunderous Kick. Crunch. Because Palossand is gonna need to go down quicker. But same for Crawdaunt in case it has its hidden ability. It's just better to be safe in this case. Ooh, that's hurting. Actually, that special defense drop reminds me. Did you know they nerfed Moonblast? Moonblast now has a, if I remember correctly, 10% chance to drop special attack now instead of the original, like, 20%. They made Sleep auto wake up after 3 turns still, but it's now a higher chance on the second turn. Freeze now will auto defrost after, it was either 3 or 5 turns, but it gets progressively easier to thaw out now. Paralysis chance went down from like 35, I think it was like 33% or something. It was like 33 or 25. It's been through so many changes that honestly I don't remember off the top of my freaking head. But it got lowered to like 20% chance to cause paralysis now. Like, they really nerfed in Champions a lot of status effects. Rock Cure, Salt Cure, I mean, now does less damage. I'm gonna take the X attack. Another thing I know is, just in general, they've done a lot of just random changes that are like, I get it to an extent. Like, I know Urshifu's Unseen Fist is now Mega Golurk's ability. And technically Mega Excadrill's as well, but its version is called Piercing Drill. But they nerfed Unseen Fist, similar to Piercing Drill, where it only will deal 25% of the total damage if something protects. Which is like, thank God. It was broken beforehand. It needed the fix. So that's at least a plus. I know just in general, like, there was a lot of changes for better or for worse. So it's honestly been kind of nice. I'm gonna go to the TM counter. All special attacks here. Scorching Sands, Flygon can learn. Oh, I didn't realize that it... Huh, that's the first time I've ever rerolled that, so I never knew it did that. You'll learn something new every day, though. Apparently. Okay. Mothim will go down to Blaziken then. But yeah, like, they made a lot of changes for better or for worse, in my opinion. Like, Garganico got completely screwed over. They lowered the PP of a lot of moves, like Protect and stuff. Like, max PP has just been severely reduced. And it's just kind of like... I think they're trying to make it so battles are shorter, but it's also one of those things of... It means Pokemon are going to struggle quicker. And it also is just going to become an overall, like, weird thing with certain moves, because it's like, I know Protect lost PP, and it's like, I get they're trying to, I'm guessing they're trying to reduce stall potential, but it's also like, that completely removes the whole point of certain Pokemon. Looks at Shuckle. It's kind of like, I feel like some of those are probably going to get either reverted or changed in the future compared to others. Because one of the things they mentioned about champions in the future is then they don't have to wait a generation to, like, change things for, like, metagame stuff. And, like, I know there's no pre-evos right now. I imagine they're going to get added in the future. I mean, not all the Pokemon that can Mega Evolve are freaking available yet. Like... But I imagine once every Pokemon is available in Champions, I have a feeling we're probably going to see something along the lines of some of the regulations banning certain generations, or, like, certain, like, I think it would be cool of, like, in the future, if it's like, oh, you can use, you can't use anything specifically from Gen 3, but, or, like, you can't use anything specifically from, like, Gen 9, and it's, like, generation ban for the regulation. That would be cool, just to see what people do. Because, for example, ban Gen 4, Porygon Z can't be used, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, not that most of them are used. Honestly, Gen 4 is probably the worst example, but, like, banning Gen 9 is probably the best, because it would be like, okay, no Paradox Pokemon at all. Nothing from the Teal Mask, or so there's no Ogerpon. No Mega Scovillain. None of the ZA Megas. I don't know how Megas would work on that, because technically the ZA Megas are Gen 9, but they're of non-Gen 9 Pokemon, so it's weird. They'd have to more specify that specific thing of, like, if the Megas count for their gen specifically, or for a different gen. And I imagine it probably would be, like, their gen specifically. But it's just such a new thing that we can't really know for sure, and it just makes me kind of excited. Because it just means there's, like, so much new stuff we don't really know. And that's gonna be fun. I imagine, like, as they add more, because, like, for example, they have Oran Berries as a choice, but it's like, everything's level 50, 1, and 2, everything's fully evolved. Why would you need Oran Berries, for God's sake? It just feels kind of useless. Like, I know they're gonna add more, but it's like, why Oran Berry? Especially without, like, pre-evos. Like, of all the berries, that's the least useful berry. Just feels weird. I know I'm excited to see, like, what overall changes are made throughout, like, the lifespan of Champions, but it definitely has a lot of flaws. Like, there's literally a bug on the Switch 2 where it has a worse quality than the Switch 1. And you have to redock it. Like, bruh. Like, I've kind of been watching from the sidelines for Champions, and I've kind of been like, because I haven't really played it myself, because it's like, I could get back into competitive, but it's like, I've never really been a very competitive person, even if I understand competitive and, like, have done it in the past. I'm just not someone who actively is competitive in that type of sense. I always just see it as more for fun. Yeah, Flygon ain't gonna last too long here. The paralysis definitely, like, hurts. But since it is locked into Outrage, I can tank one and Shell Sidearm to get rid of Superior. Or, ooh, Poison! Took out Superior because of the poison. Not what I expected. Okay. Sneasler, Crabhammer. Actually, that reminds me, they nerfed Sneaslers, Dire Claw. Like, in general, they really nerfed Sneasler's Dire Claw, which honestly was inevitable. Yeah, it weakened itself a lot there. Burning Bulwark. It burns itself. Citrus Berry. It's gonna want to go for another close combat, so we'll send in Banette. Okay, it's down to its last one. I'm gonna tidy up. Yep, she switches. Knock off. There we go. Okay. Tyranitar. Well, Storm Throw will be quad. And it's a crit. So that did pretty good. But we're gonna have to deal with Sand now. And Flygon's down, so we don't really have our, like, immunity to sand. I think it's worth it to Phantom Force here. Because I feel like the stab is kind of needed in this case. Okay. Phantom Force. And... bonk. There we go. Banette for the win. Candy jar. I need the big nugget. Cramorant. I guess I'll send out Blaziken here for Zing Zap. Mightyena, Kecleon, Banette. Oh god, Crawdon is even lower level than Flygon. Okay, here's what I need to do. I need to Terra Ground, 1,000 arrows, and Dire Claw. So that's 2 times stab. We take out Palafin. Dragon Claw, Dire Claw. Because I still have the stab and adaptability boosts of Dragon Claw. Okay. Whew. Take Pokeballs. Whale Lord. So 2 times stab plus adaptability is always nice. But we're gonna be here for a little bit. Okay, Shadow Claw. Nice, critical hit. Okay. There goes the rain. Another Whale Lord. Ouch. Ooh, that did a lot. Okay. There goes Kecleon. This was not a good floor for us, jeez. I'm gonna send out Blaziken because we have Zing Zap. Yikes. Well, it's gonna fail to hit me, but I won't fail hitting it. But I'm still gonna have it hit me. Okay, Dire Claw. Ooh, sleep. Not something you see every day. Well, to sleep. Boom. I'm going to the ice gate. Because I don't want to be underwater. Ooh, Hisuian Avalugg. It's quite effective, so it doesn't really matter too much. Like, my entire team is like full of physical attackers right now. This won't do a lot, but it's still gonna do something. Well, wow, it actually insta-killed. But then again, it's quad and it's not resisted by its ice scales ability or anything. Finally, the Mega Bracelet. Oh. So if it turns the secondary part into 25% attack after, it means it would get dual stab. I'm debating these two. I feel like Flygon could use it more effectively. Bastiodon has Sturdy. I was hoping it would do a physical attack, so this is gonna hurt, but I can Flame Shard, whatever comes out. Walrein, speed up, Thunderous Kick. There goes Walrein, and we can take out Bastiodon next turn. Easy, simple as pie. I'm actually surprised, though, that we got what we did. Because I haven't seen the multi-lens in so long. I think last time I saw it was when it was still a stackable item. I don't know if it still is, but... yeah, when I last saw it, it was stackable for how many times... it would add an extra hit. Crawdon definitely needs it. At least Flame Charge raises my speed. I'd be what? Ooh, EP up. Give it to Crabhammer. Dewgong can easily get hit with a Thunderous Kick. Blaziken does so nice. We also should have to deal with the gym leader on this floor. But Ice-type gym shouldn't be too bad. Oh boy, Ice-Q. Because we can't deal damage to it the first turn, so... just gotta let it be. +4 speed is a lot. Time to go up to +5. Definitely working. But that's leveled up. I guess I'll take the Rogue Balls. Thunderous Kick. Sorry about my yawning. Jeez. Okay. God, it really wants me to up my special attack. Like, I don't know what it is about my special attack. It's like, please, just do it. just really wants me to use my special attack for some reason. There we go. Okay. Crawdon has a ways to go to get to this level. Let's see, who do we got? Grusha? Okay. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Thunderous kick. Bow, 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 bow. Do do do. Gen 9 music just being really catchy. There it is. I was wondering what was going to hit, because it should have hit a little sooner, it felt like. This is gonna hurt. I'd prefer not to send out Crawdon, but it's like, there's not much I can do at this point. There goes Weavile. Frostmoth. There goes Crawdon. And okay. Yep, it's over. Rip. Okay, challenge run. Okay, we can do a Gen 3 one again if we want, but I kind of want to do Gen 5 because it's just insanely weird. But I'm not sure. Either Gen 5... Gen 6 is so small of, like, a generation. But I also know that I'm thinking about Frenguard. gonna grab Decorate. Yeah, this one is the Battle Bond one, which isn't bad. Let's do Thunderbolt, Fire Dance, Twin Beam. Dry Skin with Hydro Steam, Power, Weather Ball. Sand Veil. Solar Power. I think I'm gonna keep Dry Skin. And then I can get rid of Gust for Nasty Plot here. Could bring in Noibat. Could use that. I mean, having pickup throughout the whole run isn't a bad thing here. Just because it means we're gonna get a lot of good shit from it. Because, yeah, I don't have much in terms of good natures, so it's like... Because I have the attack over special attack. So yeah, speed over attack is my best. I could do Furfrou with Adamant if I really wanted. Sap Zipper. This one gets a passive of Sharpness and it's shiny, which would be useful. Passive Sap Zipper's insane. Tough Claws, Crab Hammer, Meteor Mash, Ice Punch. Flower Veil. I'm just debating. I'm gonna take Barbaracle because Barbaracle gets a shiny, not a shiny, a Mega, so that could be useful. Let's grab Sleep Powder and Bulk Up. And we can take Adamant. Brisk or Natural Cure. Honestly, we'll just take normal. Because a Gen 6 run shouldn't be too bad, thankfully. Spinarak! We'll lead with Fennekin. Because we can easily just Fiery Dance our way through a lot of stuff. But, since Gen 6 got a lot of Megas in ZA, if the ZA Megas are unlocked, that's Mega Delphox, Mega Barbaracle, and then a Pokemon with Pickup as well is going to be so useful. Nugget. Fiery Dance does just a little bit more because of the stab, so it's nice. Plus the special attack raise chance. Grip Claw for Fennekin. Because now when I use Twin Beam, it both have a chance to just snatch an item. So that's going to actually be, like, really good. May also confuse the target. I mean, we are a special attacker. Honestly, I might give Helioptile Signal Beam because the bug type will be very nice to have. I know we're going to probably look at getting it Parabolic Charge since it's its signature move, but if not, Thunderbolt would be good. Just in general. There goes Wurmple. Ooh, special attack race. And once I get to Delphox, that'll have stab, so instead of dealing 40 each time, it'll be dealing 60 each time, since it's the 1.5. So that should be really nice. Plus, with the Grip Claw, it just means each time is a 10% chance to just steal an item off of a Pokemon with one. XP Charm. I know! It's just easier to Twin Beam this thing. Because if I Fiery Dance, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to make it just more bulky. We'll take the Great Balls. Do. Okay, Bulbasaur is actually a good one to deal with. Because Fennekin is super effective against both of its types once it's a Delphox. So that's just perfect. Thunderbolt. Pidgeot shouldn't be too bad. Though it is funny that her first two Pokemon that she's caught can both Mega Evolve. This attack does physical damage. Honestly, I think just getting rid of Scratch for Psyshock is worth it here, because it's basically the same thing but off my better stat. Why does this one have... That means it's something new. I'll just Psyshock. And it killed. It probably had like a hidden ability or like a stat that we didn't have maxed in an area. Something like that. Sunstone! Heliolisk! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da! I love Heliolisk. And we'll be able to get breaks in soon, too, which will be nice. Ba-da-bum. Hello, Sat. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. At least I believe Braixen is at level 18. I'll switch out Scatterbug for Heliolisk. Because we failed our, first run. Which is okay. I forgot that Heliolisk does not have a single electric type move yet. Which is kind of funny. An electric type with no electric move. I will say, watching, it reminds me, watching some of the new stuff in Champions is just so funny. With, like, No Guard Excadrill stuff from Hawlucha. But from the few I've seen, I don't think I've seen a single electric move used yet. Like, of all the different moves, I don't think I've seen a single electric move used from the few I've watched. And it's like, I've seen every move other than electric. Which is really, like, odd. It's like, you think you'd see an electric move by now. Because, like, I've seen moves from every other type, practically, and it's like, damn. Like, I also haven't seen a bug type move used yet, thinking about it from what I've watched. Like, bug type moves are probably one of the most common to see as, like, a backup move, too, thinking about it. Like, U-turn is so commonly used in stuff. I'm surprised I haven't seen it from people in Champions yet. Might just need to play it myself to find out. Ooh, a Meowth. Fiery Dance. Oh, fake out. The wonders of fighting Meowth. I will say Technician Meowth and Technician Minccino are probably the worst early games in this to deal with, from my experience. Ooh, Wide Lens. I feel like Binacle will have the most just good effect on it. Like, it'll just be a better effect for Binacle here, because, like, Crab Hammer and stuff. I do hope they change Crab Hammer in Pokerogue eventually, since now in Champions it's a 95% accurate move. Which is honestly the buff Crab Hammer needed to make it more viable. It also just makes certain Pokemon way more viable because they have Crab Hammer. Looks at adaptability, Crawdaunt. Maybe, just maybe, Crawdaunt might get the more love in VGC. I'm still so glad I ended up doing that water challenge run of Oraz so long ago. I've been meaning to do more challenge runs, and I definitely want to do some on stream, because it's like, it's really gotten me to fall in love with more Pokemon as a whole that I just never would have thought to like in general. Like, I know a lot of people hate Bruxish because they don't like what a triggerfish looks like, but I've really found a love for Bruxish from using it. Is it easy to get? No. It frickin' sucks to get. But I did use it for a while, and it's surprisingly good. Like, there's some Pokemon that just do way better in-game compared to VGC. But then there's other Pokemon that, as soon as you start using them, it's a whole different thing. I think I'm gonna take Leech Seed over Sleep Powder here. We do need a link cable for Phantump, though. Aw, Pichu. Zap it. I will say, I just think of seeing Pichu, my first thought goes to the Pokopia Pichu, and just how adorable it is, because it's like, I just want to hug him. And there's like a little side quest with Pikachu that just makes me go, oh my god, don't make me cry. The amount of times I've been on the verge... Oh, it is level 16. I thought it was level 18. I might be thinking of a different starter. I might be thinking of Frogadier, actually. I will say, I used to not like Delphox's look, but I've kind of grown into liking it more. Same with the Vivillon line. I used to not be the biggest fan of it, but I've really grown to like the Vivillon line's unique aspects more, as well as I've grown to loathe the sheer amount of types of Vivillon there are. But that's more from just experience of trying to collect them all. I used to like Alcremie. Keyword is used to. Now I just absolutely loathe it because of the amount of Alcremie I need to finish my damn form decks. Like, why does it need so many forms? At least Vivillon made sense, and Furfrou made sense, but... Yeah, we don't get the Psychic type till 3rd stage, so we'll be good. And Signal Beam with Heliolisk. And we'll have to deal with a Gym Leader here, most likely. And if we don't, then, well, just means we gotta wait one more floor. I'm probably gonna end up getting rid of Weather Ball on this set, kind of looking at it. I think Weather Ball will be the easiest to go. For like Thunderbolt. Heliolisk is now level 12. I wonder what Dedenne has picked up at this point. An Enigma Berry. Binacle levels up. Phantom levels up. Assurance? No, I'm just gonna take the Pokeball. Ooh, a double boss. Hydro Steam. Fiery Dance. We'll take out Bidoof. The good part is we'll actually get something from pickup from these two. Thank God it did not covet Braixen, because if I lost my Grip Claw, I would have been so sad. Though if we do get its hidden ability, getting Magician from Delphox would be very nice. I will say, I am surprised they didn't give Magician to the actual Magician Pokemon. Looks at Meowscarada. They just decided, let's give it Protein. It's like, that one always felt a bit weird. But that's just more of a personal thing. Okay. We'll take a Lure. Do we risk it? You know what? Random number. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Instead of a random number generator, let me just use dice. I have a D6 near me. Let me just get my dice box open. We shall roll the purple and blue D6. That is a 2. So we will be going for the strong foe. Strong foe. Hamper Vamp. Grandpa. Twin Beam. Yikes. I forgot that Spupa has Focus Blast. Okay. I'm gonna send out Heliolisk here then. Oh no, the Berserk. Erica's an easy champion. Bro's a sacrifice. Oh yeah. I can at least Dedenne Fake out. Yeah, because Erica usually isn't hard, but I think it's more fun to just let the dice choose. Like, of all the Pokemon, Drampa is probably the worst one that we could get. Crabhammer will do more overall, even at Resisted, but... yeah, I just don't have a good team for Drampa. Yeah, one quick attack and I'm done for. I don't need Psybeam. I'm just gonna reset that, and I'm just gonna do it the weakest, because it's like, if I fail that, that Drampa is insane. And I don't deserve a good reward for that, so I'm just gonna force myself into the weakest, just because I don't think I deserve a reward for it. And I will just not take a reward, most likely. Unless there's a, like, reward that's just awful. I've never, like, had to face something like Drampa that's just such a nuisance to deal with. There's just something about Drampa specifically. Like, Drampa's just one of those things for me that's like, huh. I mean, I'm glad it got a Mega. It is a shame that they didn't give it, like, Drizzle or anything, but even then, I always forget about its existence, like, half the time, because it's such a random Pokemon. Oh, Spewpilla is evolving. And I know this may sound weird, but I want Powder. Pavilion! Gust. I guess we'll take Tackle. And there's a reason I want, Powder on this. We'll get rid of Mud Slap for Fury Cutter. Infuse Ray. Nah. Scraggy. Oh no, the attack of my special attacker. Whatever will I do? I will say, I've been playing Satisfactory recently with my friend, and it has been absolutely crazy. Because it's like, I've gotten a lot further than I ever have in the game. And we're kind of getting to the point where even he's at a point where it's like, yeah, I don't know what happens past this. Because we're on that level where it's like, it's the final phase he's completed, and then after that, it's complete blindness for both of us. So that's going to be really fun. Can't I just... Yeah. I mean, I would love to... There. Now it's like I got no real reward except the levels. Which is kind of an inevitability. Low Kick actually might not have been a bad one either. Just for, like, heavy Pokemon. And whatnot. I'll take the X special attack. We're about to fight, Ivy, so... Honestly, it feels like skipping an item in this is like a huge risk that you don't want to do ever. Ivy has like the perfect anti, like, counter for me. Just perfect weaknesses. If this was ZA battle style, I'd take Fire Spin. It's an amazing trapping move. Like, unironically. Okay, we'll have to deal with Krookodile in the future. Which shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, the reason I want Pavilion is for Powder. Because its ability... Because Powder is just overall great if you know what you're doing with it. Especially against Eternatus, when you have something that's weak to fire but not poison. Thundershock. I mean, I guess Nasty Plot I'll get rid of. Because Dedene's not gonna survive setting up. I'm just gonna be honest. It ain't surviving that. Power of bug type moves by 20%. We'll give it to Heliolisk for that signal beam. Okay, and we will Fiery Dance and Hydro Steam. Oh nice, I got the Select Berry. Okay. At least on the next one we'll get Delphox, because if I remember correctly, Delphox does in fact evolve at 32. It might be 34 though, if I'm overthinking this. God, I really hope it's not 34. And that I'm like remembering it correctly. But I also know I'm not the most like I'm not the best at memorizing like level ups into evolutions all the time. Like, I remember Noivern's, but it's also because Noivern's my favorite Pokemon. I mean, I literally have it on my desk right now. I have a little Noivern plush. Elixir, Special Defense. We'll take the X Special Defense. And it looks like we're gonna have to face Erica anyway, so... I don't think we actually fought a gym leader yet, so... Okay. Because Erica's the one that's in the grassy field. I don't know of any others that spawn here. Ooh, Will-O-Wisp on the other hand. I think it's worth getting rid of Bulk Up for this. Because Will-O-Wisp is unironically useful. I'll take Pokeballs. Fiery Dance. I am gonna want a Memory Mushroom for Pokemon like Pavilion and Heliolisk. Who's the lowest? Honestly, all four of them. They all are the exact same. I guess I'll give it to our shiny. Hello there, Erica. Well, Twin Beam. Because we don't have any fire moves. Oh, this is going to be super effective. I do like how they chose to not go for, like, the original themes. For some of these, like, they prefer, like, Gen 5 themes, usually. Or, like, the most updated version of a theme. Which I don't mind. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it to keep Focus Blast. Because it just never seems to hit. Unless it's an enemy Pokemon that's trying to hit you. Then it'll hit. I gotta remember, they're less physically defensive than specially for some of these. Okay, Twin Beam will take out Tangela. Nice. Heliolisk level 20. Binacles level 20. Ooh, Ancient Power. If only it wasn't a physical attacker. I will say, whenever I see Mega Barbaracle, my first thought goes to Biblically Accurate Barbaracle. But I also am actually really excited to use it, like, in general, because I just never have gotten the chance to fully use it. And I'm excited to see how it works, like, in base games with, like, a normal battle system. Because I think it's going to be really fun. There goes Vulpix. Ooh, HP up. I feel like Binacle is the best one to do that with. Thunderbolt. There goes poor Ducklet. Okay, what's next? Fletchender? That's an easy Thunderbolt. I'm actually surprised I haven't beaten this with Braixen yet. It's one you'd think I would have done by now. But no. I do not need Supersonic. Harshly lowering attack, though. I think I'll take that for the status potential. Hex. I think I'll just stick with Rage Fist. Great Ball. Nidorino. A good old Twin Beam will take care of it. Boom. Braixen maxes out. Okay. I don't want to give Braixen light screen. I'll take the special defense. Zangoose is okay, I guess. But shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, we just need to really get their levels caught up. Okay, Team Flare. I wonder if it's guaranteed you fight the generations like boss team. I will say I did used to hate like Team Flare like a lot more, but Legends EA really upped like its whole thing for me, and I've really grown to like Team Flare a bit more because of that, because they showed a more nuanced side of it, so it kind of really showed just it's way more deep than what we actually saw in X and Y, which makes me very happy. Because I'm a big fan of a bit of nuance in games. Okay. Billion today. My soul wants rock power. Honestly, upping my speed sounds nice. Hello. I actually really like the Team Flare theme. Delibird. Transfer those to Braixen. Got another candy jar at least. Ah, yes. I thought about playing Satisfactory on stream, I will say that. But I was like, you know, I prefer it by myself. That's just how I am. I prefer doing it with like a friend or something, because doing it by yourself is like okay and all, but with a friend it's way more fun to play Satisfactory in my opinion. Come on. Because I know very well as soon as I use this, it's gonna kill it. Get in the damn ball pavilion. There. I got the pattern that I needed. I honestly forgot it. Really? I know none of you guys can hear it, but it's the fact that one of the dogs I have in my house specifically sounds like he's yelling when he barks. And it's like, my dude, it's not deep. You're just mad that you can't do half of the stuff you want to do because it's not good. Like, this is a dog that, like, it's one of my roommate's dogs. It's just one of those things of, he gets so annoyed that he can't, like, chew on cables and shit. And it's like, dude. Like, I'm quite sure this dog doesn't care if it dies half the time. It's just like, I don't care if it kills me. I'm gonna do it. Like, that's basically how it approaches life. And it's just like, oh my god. But his yell bark is what's so damn annoying. Like, I get annoyed with my own dog, Athena, because she barks so much at the most random bullshit. But she's a German Shepherd. It was expected. She's always been weird like that. But it's just like, it still doesn't make it any less annoying when she barks at the most random thing. Where if there's a specific look I can give that specifically makes my dog Athena go, oh shit, sorry. Like, that's just how she reacts in a way. Also, this Scyther is a huge problem. Why am I suffering to a Scyther? Why did that Scyther deal so much damage? I'm sorry, what the heck? That Scyther did a lot of damage. Actually, what types have I not done? I need to do bug type. Right, I need to do bug type. Yeah, because I have dragon, normal, fighting, flying, rock, and then the starter types. Challenge, mono type. Let's do a bug type run. Gluttony, poison touch, stamina. Passive snow warning is actually like, eh. So for bug type, let's set this up right. Bring in Arceus. What natures do I even have? Nothing worth it for him. Yeah, nothing really worth it for these guys. Okay, Making doubly sure. I guess I will take... Let's see natures. I guess I'll take defense over special attack. Unless I have something better than that. Oh, speed over special attack. Manage nature. Adamant. I could do tinted lens. Manage nature. Let's see. Do I have adamant? No. Defense over special attack wouldn't be bad. It's probably my best nature I have here. I just can't use anything else. So let's use this team. Oh god, Talo. I think I'm gonna lead with Jupiter. And we will just Jet Punch. Water Bubble is insane. Ultra Balls. Actually, I'm curious. How does the Excavalier in Pokerogue? Because normally you have to trade it with a Shellman. So how is it gonna work in this specifically? I'll take the Nugget. Oh, with Shelmet unlocked as a starter. Okay, so as long as I have them as unlocked as starters, it's fine, so... Okay. So I really didn't need to bring both in, but if anything, one of them is a steel type. I could have gone for Scyther then. HP up. Venipede would be good. If we have the Legend ZA Megas, we can get a Mega Scolipede. But if not, that's fine too. Because we can't get any Gigantamax either, so... You know, despite having arachnophobia, Dewpider and Galvantula do not affect me. And I think it's just because they don't have the normal, like, look of a spider. And I think that's part of it. Like, it doesn't set off my fear senses, and I don't know why. Same thing for, like, Scolipede and, Sizzlipede and Centiskorch. Like, they don't set off any, like, fear signals when it comes to, like, centipedes and stuff. Ooh, base attack of Dewpider. Dewpider's really good. Yeah. Actually, how does Rellor evolve in this? Because Rellor... I'm guessing it's gonna be a level up, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just level 29. Okay, because I'm making sure, because normally you have to walk it around. Let's bring in Venipede. Bug Bite. Noxious Torque. Goodbye, Paris. I'm probably not going to end up using Silk Trap as much, but I'm still going to keep it over Bite. Aqua Step, and Leaf Light. Yeah, bug types are only going to get harder as time goes on, since they're going to be easier early game with their better evolution levels. Just complete opposite of Dragon type. Oh boy, Fennekin. Take out Fennekin with the Aqua Steps. Do Fighter. And we can Jet Punch Fletchling. It's 2 Pokemon Araquanid can easily deal with. Dire Hit. Pidgey? We'll just Jet Punch. That Water Bubble stab helps so much. Like, genuinely. I'll take Pokeballs. Whismur. And there it goes. That Water Bubble. Honestly, Water Bubble's just making a huge difference here. It's just one of those things. There's Meowth. And we could just Aqua Step our way through. Get ourselves a speed up. Okay. Stun Spore. No. I'll take an early map. Fletchling and Poochyena. Jet Punch. Leech Light. Perfect. Because Venipede will at least do some pretty good damage. There goes Poochyena. I'm not gonna take Protect here. I'm gonna take a Leppa Berry. Oh boy, a Pidgey. Whatever will I do about a Pidgey? Anyways. Struggle Bug. I mean, this will always lower special attack, so I think it'll be worth it in this case. Because the being able to lower that will help with some of the fights ahead of us. I think the thing I'm going to want the most, though, is Speed Swap on Rellor and just make it really slow. Oh, wow, a Dire. Oh, sorry about my yawn. A Dire Hit, wow. How useful. That was painful. There we go. There goes Zigzagoon. Dewpider can heal a bit. And we'll take a free Dire Hit. Aqua Step does amazing, honestly. Okay, Lechonk's down. Yeah, Dewpider's gonna need a heal. Citrus Berry works. Okay. We just need to play this, like, smarter. And also get lucky. Honestly, Endura is not worth it. Oh wow, Badoo. How nice. Critical hit. Yeah, because Araquanid's in like the 30s. I think it's like 36 that we get the final Evo. It's not a ghost type, but burst can be useful. It's just Celecore is not really a bulky mon. Take Aerial Ace for Carla. Then I can get rid of Leer. I mean, I might take Iron Defense with it instead eventually, or like Curse if I can get it for Carablast specifically. Once it evolves into Escavalier, just because it'll be better. Aqua Ring, nah, doesn't affect anything with Water Bubble, sadly. Ooh, Wide Lens. Okay. And those are all 100. I'm gonna give it to Spewpot. Okay, we got Cress. Asha! Chomp chomp. Chomp chomp. Hello. That is painful. Yeah, there goes Dewbrider. Painful bunker. Noxious Torque. Okay. Don't need Poison Tail since that's not really anywhere near Noxious Torque. Noxious Torque is just better. Grassy Field is just gonna be our best, like, shot, surely because of the bug type. There we go. Okay. Yeah. That works. We'll take next attack. Okay. Breeder Marcus. Man type? Shouldn't be too bad. Um, I can't really send anything into this. Because if I send something into it, it just gets absolutely vollywalled. So Aqua Step. Got a Pikachu, we can just Jet Punch. Okay. Ooh, Pavilion. Gust, I guess I will take for over tackle. So one of the things means I have to bug bite this thing. It's not that I can't kill it, it's just that it's a nuisance. So with the Satisfactory stuff I've been playing recently, it's actually been really fun. Because I've gotten to try a few things with the game. And they've changed a lot since I first played in early access. Because when the game first, like, the last time I played before recently was back when achievements were first added. Like, that's how long it has been since I played before now. But it's like I have the stuff for early access and whatnot since I have played it since pre-access and just full on early access. So it's just one of those things where it's like I've played it for a long ass time, but I never really like could get into it to the same way without someone else. But it's led to me finding things I enjoy. I thought Dewpider evolved in the 30s. I didn't realize it evolved this early. Base special attack. I'm gonna do that. If I'm gonna up base special attack, I might as well do it Shelmet. Chomp chomp. There goes Petalil. Okay. Acid spray. Chances. I could really just like screw over people's defensive stats. I'm gonna PP max Aqua Step. Dreamish. I don't know why, I just always have heard its voice like that. My brain just instantly sees it and goes, Dreamish. Like, it's the same thing with several different things. Like, my brain just autofills it like that. Aqua Step. Okay. Another Aqua Step. Okay. And what's the last Pokemon? Tangela is not bad. But against all my bug types, it's not good. I think I'm gonna keep Rellor as like a semi-support mon with the struggle bug and stuff. Because if I can get it to speed swap with fast mons, it's gonna be very good. It's an imposter Venipede. Okay. There is Powder. So, covers target. If the target uses a fire move, the powder explodes and damages the target. What it doesn't say is, it goes first. If I remember correctly, it has priority. So, let's say we're going up against a fire team and Araquanid is dead. If it's a double battle, let's say I have multiple Pokemon on the field. All my Pokemon are weak to fire. I can just powder repeatedly to take them out. And thus, I make myself stronger. And stronger. Oh, Venipede. Yay, stamina. Not that that will help a lot, but it's a nice thought. Okay, no. I want speed swap for Rellor, though. Because being able to swap speeds within our Pokemon from a very slow Pokemon is going to be amazing. Like, for example, if I really wanted, when we get Excavalier, I could quite literally speed swap with, like, let's say we're going up against a, Meowscarada. I could speed swap against the Meowscarada. So it's as slow as Rellor. Take it out, and when the next Pokemon, and like, let's say we're in a double battle, I could swap it to Excavalier and just absolutely body. It'd be really nice. Yes. Buff. I'm just gonna up my special attack if I can. And Mega Drain. That did a lot more. Do 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 do. That's gonna hurt. Araquanid. Aqua Step. It's just nice. Goodbye, Skorupi. Okay. Now that Skorupi's down. Okay. Pavilion. Do 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 do. Do boo 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 do boo do boo. Oh, Manus! Not gonna lie, I think Fomanus is a really adorable Pokemon. It's just one of those really cute mon. Okay. We got. And there we go. Araquanid proving why it's the GOAT. Because that water bubble does so much. And we're almost to the point we can get Rabsca. Okay. There we go. We'll weaken it. And then we can try and catch it. Why does it not want to be caught? My God. Fine. Have a great ball. Is that what you want? Oh my God. What is it? Why is it against this ball? I just need it caught for its frickin' thing that I'm missing. Oh my lord. There we go. Okay. Whirlipede time. If we can get it to 38, I believe it is, we get Scolipede at least. Well, we can revive. Noxious Torque. And then Leech Life. Okay. We got this. Flail. Okay, X Defense. Team Rocket. Not Rocket. Oh my god, why did my brain see Neoplasm and go Rock? I think I was just seeing the black and my brain just... Team Rocket. I think that just kind of shows the level of tired I'm at. It's why I'm not, like, super boisterous or anything. Because my sleep schedule got so fucked up last week. Like, I do not have a normal sleep schedule anymore. And I'm just here, like, praying that I don't get a call or anything. Just like, oh yeah, insert thing is going on and you're needed or some shit. Because if it does, there's that part of me that wants to say no, but I also know I can't for some of the stuff. And it's like, well, fuck. One of the wonders of adulting. You know, that's one thing I do wish I was told when I was younger, but never was told. And I still think about that sometimes, like, years and years later, like, why is it that it was that way? I was taught so many weird things from a young age. Yet I never learned some of the stuff that I use today from my childhood. It's just one of those crazy moments that make you go, huh, I wonder. Can take out Paris and Volpix, and it should not be too hard. Youch. Okay, there goes Vulpix. Acid armor? Nah. Ooh, free XP. That's always nice. I'll just leap life. Just easier. Do I want to risk it? Fuck it. I'm just gonna... It's like... I don't really know what's worth a risk at this point in this. My brain's not in that state fully. But that's just sometimes how it ends up. Dig I do not need. But Rabsca! I love shiny Rabsca. Just the golden scarab is so nice. I'll take Revival Blessing over Tackle. Big Nugget. Go, Carablast, you got this. Carablast, yay. Scary face. There we go. Make sure Arachnid's ready in case. Doom. Ooh, that crit hurts. And Jet Punch. Easy. Sometimes all you need is a great Jet Punch just to really drive it home. Oh. Let's go to the forest. I feel like I'm more likely to survive in the forest. Spidops. Oh, great. God, that did nothing. Critical. There goes Spite Ops. Okay. Oh, Scolipede already? I thought it was a higher level. God, there's so many things I thought were higher levels that are not, and it's just like, damn. But sometimes it happens. At least Scolipede should do pretty good. Ooh, Giga Drain. It's a great replacement for Mega Drain. Get a 4th XP. Lycanroc! Of course. Oh. Do. I think I'm gonna take Soak. Because there's some stuff I can do with that. X-Scissor. It does the same as Leech Life, except it doesn't heal, it just has a higher crit chance. Honestly, what we need is frickin' some sort of like XP share type-esque thing that quite literally just gives you extra time in some form. I don't really know. It's hard to say. Kind of like, I don't know. Thinking about it. I guess Terraria banners would maybe be the best way to explain this next part. Is like, I really love to see like a bestiary type book for Pokemon. I just think it'd be cool. Bug Buzz. I'll get rid of Gust. Like, it's not like we're going to do anything that will cause us to escape anyway, so black doesn't matter. It's a wonder. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Sorry. Got a message about something. Shouldn't affect too much. Just won't be able to stream as long today. That's okay, though. I'll still be able to stream, like, normal amount of time. In quotations. Like, that's one of the things that's really sucked about a lot of the stuff going on recently with just trying to make extra money through the just overtime and whatnot. Oh yeah, Sturdy. Through, because I've mentioned it before on here that I help a t-shirt company with graphic design and stuff. And so I've been taking like some overtime because I need a bit of the extra money for stuff. But I've also mentioned the fact that we've been dealing with house problems, me and my roommates. And there's the chance of us having to move out depending on how bad stuff is. And you mix that with boatloads of family drama. Like, I'm talking soap opera levels of like drama for some godforsaken reason. And it's weird when one of the younger members of the family sounds the most sane. Like, one of my cousin's children, it's like, wow. It's been one of those types of months. It's been very stressful and very like overwhelming. I know I won't be able to stream like as long today now that I know about some more shit to deal with, because I have to help my mom because my dad is sick and my mom has to get stitches out, and there is a 50-50 it's gonna make it difficult for her to drive, so I'll be in charge of that because my sister is busy with classes. God, it feels like yesterday. So this is something I've noticed as like a sibling, like being an older sibling, is there's a weird like thing between two siblings, like a weird connection of just, okay, we both love and hate each other. Oh, Shiny Pineco! No! I actually can reset it. I do not want to lose a Shiny Pineco. But yeah, there's just that weird thing. It's like, growing up with a sibling is very different, like, as a whole. And it really kind of puts you into this thing of, you learn a lot more that you would not expect to learn. Oh. Honestly, I think I don't want to switch anyone on my team. But I at least get to add it to my starter roster. Bug type master versus bug type master. Okay, it's gonna probably go for another X Scissor so I can switch into Arachnid. And then I can Aqua Step. Okay. But yeah, it's like, I still I remember when my sister was born and stuff and whatnot. But it's like, there's just something different about being like a much older sibling comparatively. It just really like, you get to experience this whole weird feeling Definitely interesting, though. I'm gonna send out Scolipede. Crustle? Roll out. That's gonna hurt. Ah. Go Shelmet. Power Gem. I really need a link cable for these guys. Because they just do not do good. Oh my god, Parablast, yes. Lavani? Bitter Blade. There we go. Oh my god. Let's go to the meadow. It's calmer. Ribombee! I actually really like Ribombee. My god, that just reminded me of the one video. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about when I mention the Ribombee video. Ribombee! Please survive this, Ribombee! Freaking... That video makes me cry laughing every time. Because it's so dumb, but so funny. And it's great. It's just one of those things that always just like makes me giggle to myself in a good way. And it's like, oh my god. Because it's such a funny video to me. Speed swap. I'm gonna get rid of Revival Blessing for this because Speed swap is gonna be a miracle worker for us here. A Mega Bracelet. Well, unless Scollipede's Mega's in this, it ain't gonna become very useful. I mean, I can actually look this up right now. Scolipede Pokerogue. To see if they actually have it implemented yet. Because that's an easy check if, like, they implemented the Mega. Nope, not yet. So yeah, no, it just is getting it out of the pool then. I don't really need agility. I'm going to go for Excavalier first. Just because Excavalier is going to be so much better. Wow. Don't really need the Quick Claw. Healing Charm. Okay, time for an Ivy battle. Boom. Boom, boom. Aqua Step. God, Araquanid does so much to Delphox. Lunge. Honestly, lowering attack stat of foes might be worth it in this case. I think I want to keep Struggle Bug and just keep Rabsca as like a support mon. Quiver Dance? Nah. Now, if anyone's to learn Bug Buzz, it's gonna be Shelmet. Getting a lot of Bug Buzz learning. Jet Punch. Forgot, it has Gale, so that Talonflame has Gale Wings. 100%. Because it gives priority when at full HP to flying moves. And Jet Punch is a priority move. So, Florges, Aqua Step. Okay, we'll have to deal with Florges in the future. Oh no, Tangrowth, whatever will we do? God, that did like nothing. I mean, I do a lot, but Tangrowth does not do a lot. I'm gonna take Ultra Balls. Rabombi. Aqua Step. Max Revive. Scolipede. It survived. I'll give it the chance of capturing it. There we go. Just add it to my list. I'm gonna take Iron Head for dual stab. Because I need the stab for fairy types and stuff weak to steel. It's just good to have. +4 to speed. I could make Araquanid even more bulky just for the lulz. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Okay, give Excavalier some love. XP Charm. Arboliva. Leech Life is gonna do more because of stab. Plains or Fairy Cave? Well, the Plains or the Fairy Cave. Both are good. Let's do the Fairy Cave. I don't get to go there often. Aromatisse. Ironhead. Yeah, Excavalier's gonna make going through here a bit easier. So that'll be good. I'll probably end by the time, around the time of like the 3-hour mark is my plan, since I'll have to leave closer to like 11:30, so do 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 I'm gonna get rid of Recover for Psychic in this case. I'm not gonna take Hurricane here. Toxic? Eh. I'd rather keep Aqua Step and Jet Punch. Okay. We got this. Do do do. Boom 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 boom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Take Leech Life over Lunge. I don't lower their attack, but I can heal, which is really, like, useful in this. Okay, I could just Rare Candy Excavalier and get up to 57. Aromatisse. Bonk. Wow. Double battle time. Garboto Stoutland. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do boo do 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 do. Yes. Lower. Okay, I need the Bitter Blade. Okay, I need to Leech Life and just Psychic. I will say, that is part of why I wanted speed swap, because now I basically just have a really speedy Excavalier. It means during, like, I will say, if we make it all the way to Eternatus with this, one of the nice things is, if we send out Excavalier with Pavilion, we'll basically be able to take it trying to attack with, like, flamethrowers. And we can just turn it back on them, and it's going to be hilarious. Ow. Azumarill. Bonk. Bonk. Colress. Critical hit, hell yeah. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, wow, 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 wow. Oh no, he's grinding my gears. No, my one weakness. Bonk. Protect against Volt Switch. Get it to waste those a bit quicker. Defenses. Oh no, no. Wow, wow, no. Jesus Christ. Whatever comes out's gonna get hit hard. Yep, here comes whatever's next. I definitely need to up Excavalier's PP. Three. 2. 1. Do 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 do. One of the few times I'll be taking an ether. Ah, healing. Fresh healing. Bitter blade. Goodbye, Rabombi. Special defense. Beauty Elof. Bonk. Ding. Bonk. It's right. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum. Shink. Bonk. Bonk. And another bonk. Excavalier was such a good choice for this team. Bonk. Space. I don't get to go to space a lot, so it's nice. Bum, 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 There we go. Okay, really? I guess I'll have a Soothe Bell. Nothing kills an ancient doll like a bug. There we go. Finally, Excelgor. Do 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 do. Oh, no 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 no. Bonk. 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 Goodbye, Gimme Ghoul. Power Gem. Oh yeah, I forgot my passive becomes Protean. And this should be the old version of Protein. So this should be really good. I'm gonna take the big nugget. Bug Buzz. So I'll always get stabbed. base defense, Excavalier. There we go. It's hard not to hum along to some of these songs because Pokemon has always been a banger when it comes to soundtracks. Doom, doom, doom. Doom. There goes Hypno. We got this. Doodle-doo. Doodle-doo. Grab a Lepa Berry. Do, 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 do. And that's why I'm happy we got the Master Ball. Anyway, that banger's gone now. God, I love that because Pecharunt's version just starts that bass drop sooner. So it's way more, and I find that really fun. Because since it starts it sooner, it just means you get the... Plus it's way more, like, just out there with how it does certain sounds. If there's one thing Pokemon's always been good at, it's its music. And that is a for sure. Circular. Power Gem. Power Gem. Okay. Bunch of different berries. Bam. Protein. God, imagine adaptability and protein combined. That would be such a disgusting ability combination. Because you would always have the extra adaptability boost. Okay, let's max out Bitterblade. There we go. Ooh, Megahorn. Goodbye, Rollout. Because I just need something better. Iron Fence, Poison Tail. It's just a lot of the good shit is from the most random stuff. And most of which we've missed and or like need the TM for. Or like just have better moves at this point. Which sucks. Because as much as I like Scolipede in its own ways, it's like, I mean, what am I gonna give it? Not a lot. It breaks the mold. Well, time to break its mold. Goodbye, Tinkaton. Ooh, leftovers for Excavalier. Just make Excavalier a more deadly Pokemon. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Excavalier. Aha! They actually buffed Toxic. Last I heard, they buffed Toxic Red. So now it will lower your speed by 2 points, I believe it is, as well as Poison. It makes me wonder if another Pokemon's gonna get Toxic Red other than Ariados. Of course, there's no guarantee, but still a cool thought. I'm gonna take that Focus Band to Excavalier just so Excavalier has a higher chance of living even longer. Because it would be hilarious. Excavalier! Oh no, he smacked my Skitters! Well, shiver me timbers. Hurt itself in confusion. Snapped out of confusion. Bitter blade. Ah, the juice of the buds. If I remember correctly, it's like, I'm quite sure it's just called hemoglobin. Hey, Lily, hope you're doing well, Lily. Not that I've noticed. I mean, there are bugs, as you can see. We're doing a bug challenge run. So... the only real bugs I've noticed are just the actual bug types. It'd be actually amazing if we got lucky enough to find the bug catcher on this run. Because we'd be able to get a really good reward from him just because of what we have found and used. I'm going to take a citrus berry. But disappointment, there's no Snom. That's fair. I mainly just ran out of team space. Otherwise, I totally would have used Snom. Because my plan is against fire types to use Friend Guard Powder. With Excavalier next to Pavilion in double battles. Because then they'll try to target Excavalier, who's already slow. And they're just going to explode themselves. It's going to be amazing. Because that's how I originally won with Pavilion in the first place. And I realized, wait a minute. It's actually really fun. Like, it's such a niche move in normal Pokemon, but in this, I've really found some fun ways to just use it. I think I'm gonna make Excelgor even faster. That is fair. Okay, Delphox. I think I'd rather set up with Aqua Step. Oh my god, thank god. Then I don't have to worry about Gale Wings. Okay. Because I know that Talonflame has Gale Wings. Because it outsped my Jet Punch. Because if I remember, Jet Punch does have priority, so... Okay. Florges, Aqua Step. I am so glad I have good stats on Araquanid. Okay, Tangrowth, let's Leech Life. Get some health back. That's gonna hurt. Okay, Tyranitar comes out. Can Leech Life. I am so glad I built a really good Araquanid for this. Okay. Tyranitar's down. Like, Araquanid just counters her entire team, basically. Which is just hilarious. That of all the Pokemon, I just happened to choose the perfect counter to her team. Okay. Yeah, at the end of this floor, I'll have to end off so I can go pick up my mom to make sure she gets home safe. Okay. Ooh, I can get the final XP all. Oh, Hisuian Lilligant. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Hisuian Lilligant in the wild. Like, unironically. So that's kind of nice. I honestly really like Hisuian Lilligant. It just made its death that much worse. Rest in peace, Lilligant. If I hadn't already completed the grass and fighting challenges, I'd totally use Hisuian Lilligant for one of them, but I've already completed those. Let's just Bitter Blade and obliterate Levani. Okay. We'll take an X speed, I guess. Sawsbuck, we can just easily Leech Life. Okay. There goes Sawsbuck. I'll take free egg voucher. Those are always nice. Spaquin. Honestly, using some of these Pokemon in my own time, even outside of Pokerogue, but just in like challenge runs and normal Pokemon, has really gotten me to love some of these Pokemon a lot more. Well, we just have to do an Excelgor off. Oh my god, that one is very much stronger. Well, anyways. We'll just have Excavalier finish it off. Poor Excelgor. I mean, it's not meant to be a defensive mon. We'll do the jungle this time. Either way, though, I'll continue this run later. Like, next time we play some Poker Rogue. Because I need to go and take care of family and whatnot. Either way, for those who aren't a part of it, !dislab, where we have the Discord. All sorts of stuff over there. Might make some new friends, who's to say. I announce whenever I go live, if I'm sick in any way. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Sometimes I go early, sometimes I go late. Like today, where it's like, shit happens. But that's just adulting. And just adult in life as a whole. !YouTube if you want to watch any other Poker Rogue that I've played, or Infinite Fusion. I know Pocopia should be going up from when I showed off my Pocopia world, as well as a bunch of other stuff you might enjoy. Other than that, I'm gonna get going so I can make sure my mom gets there and back safe. And I hope you all have wonderful days. Remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others. I'll see you guys later. Bye, chat.